Okay, it's time for another video, long overdue, but getting ready for a big trip. So, got some of the gear on the bike, and mounted some of the cameras where I think I'm going to put them for the ride, and got some of the gear ready, make sure I've got everything. So, haven't really changed much on the bike. Made my own GPS mount. I've got the Batson screen riser kit on there, which I did another video on. Works very well. I've got the SW Motec Dakar soft panniers on there. For the ride, they'll only be on for the first and the last day of the 4-day ride. So when we get to where we're staying for 3 nights, I'll be taking these off because I'll just be carrying GoPros and just the clothing and stuff, and I'll just rely on the bag on the back to have me tubes and tools and stuff like that. So bike hasn't really changed, got about 2,500 k's on it now. I hope to put a heap on it this weekend. I'll leave Friday at 3:30 and get back late Monday night. So another thing I have made though, just for the trip, and it costs next to nothing, is a tool tube. A bit harder to see, but it's about 2 feet long, 600mm long, 90mm round. It's just made out of a piece of drainage pipe. So I usually have a bolt, this one here, which I've got just stuck there, goes through the cap to hold the cap on. I'm going to change that for a pin and a lynch pin on the bottom, so it's easy to get on off. But screw on cap on the end, and then I've got a heap of stuff in there. So at the moment I've got some rags right down the end, chain lube, just a small bottle, the chain brush, and I've got 2 giant tie levers which take up the whole tube, the whole length. Why do I need tie levers that long? Because apparently the rear Motoz tyre is a pain to get on and off on your own, so really long levers should make it easier, but fingers crossed I don't have to change a tube on this trip. So all up that this little project was, well, next to nothing. I already had the tube laying around, just had to buy a cap for each end with the screw-on piece, and I had to get a long bolt for the front. Some black paint I had laying around. I had to get some glue to hold the screw-on bit, but for under 20 bucks you can make one. All I did to hold it on was use some of these, what we call P-clips, around my soft pannier racks, bars. So easy to take on and off. If it gets damaged or I don't like it, I've probably lost 20 bucks, if that. So that just screws on. I won't put it on now, but then I'll just put that bolt through there and do it up. So that should hold everything once I've taken these side bags off. Got nothing in there at the moment. I really like these. I prefer these over hard luggage. A lot harder to damage. I can't see for myself the expense of hard luggage. These are at least half the price of hard luggage. Plus, when they're off the bike, you've probably seen in other videos, the bars still look good. Offer a bit of protection. So that's all I've got really going on the bike. I've got my SJ4000 cam mounted on a ram mount for the SW Motec bars. It's going to face forward. I'm pretty happy with how that sits. Got my Hero 4 Silver mounted on the bars, facing back at me. And then I'll also have my Hero 3 mounted on the side of the helmet, which I've just set up today. I haven't used camera on this helmet before. It's a bit hard to mount it because I've got vents all over the front and the button, and the whole front lifts up, so camera angle is going to suffer a little bit by mounting it on the side, and I couldn't mount it on this side because I've got interphone Bluetooth set up, so the lens unfortunately has to sit really close to the visor. Some of the gear I'll be wearing, the Carberg Tourmax helmet. I really like this helmet, flip front. It's got the, I don't know if you can see in the front there, it's got the tinted visor inside. I really like that, it's very useful here because it's very sunny. Splurged out today and got some adventure gloves. They're only cheap ones, $50. Because I normally wear motocross style ones which are very thin, don't offer much protection, or thick road gloves which can get a bit annoying at times, especially if I'm going to be touching buttons on cameras and stuff. So went for the middle road. So these are adventure style gloves, that's what they're branded as. A lot thicker than these motocross style ones, but still quite flexible. Got all the protection, knuckle protection on them. A bit thicker, but not as thick, so it restricts movement. So keen to give them a try. Got Shark Leathers, Australian company. They've got their Kevlar lined jeans. Very comfortable. They're not like the normal denim jeans, they're like a stretch denim with Kevlar lining. Very comfortable. I've just ordered another similar set from them, so I'm hoping they show up before I leave so that I've got a spare set. I've got my Dry Rider jacket. I love this jacket, it's nice and comfortable. I went for a size bigger than what I would normally buy, just so it doesn't feel as tight on you, not as restrictive, breathes a bit better. It's not loose, it flaps around very good. Lots of pockets and that on there, I can keep stuff on there. And on the back of that I'll be wearing a Camelback. Holds 2 litres of water, about 0.7 of a gallon. So that'll be good because we're riding through national forests and stuff, so not going to be many places to stop and get a drink. And the other thing which I've only worn probably once or twice before is the boots that I bought on special forever ago. So Acerbis, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, it's one of those. They're called the X-Move. Got the pivot point that you can see. I've worn them once before when I went for a ride with a mate from work. More comfortable than I thought they would be. It's got the steel on the front for the toe slider. But the good thing with having a DCT bike is I don't have a gear lever to constantly go up and down with, so all I really need to be able to do is put downward pressure on the brake lever, so shouldn't be too uncomfortable on that sort of a bike wearing these boots. Apart from that, on the bike I'll be packing my clothes in one side, toiletries and stuff, and all my camera gear and anything else that doesn't fit in the other side. As I said before, that'll all be coming off on the end of day one into our sort of base camp. And in the back here, heavy duty tube, spares front and back. I've also got patch kits because I think I'm going to be the only bike that has an 18-inch rear. The other 10 bikes that are going, I think everything's got a 17-inch rear. So I've also got my jump starter kit with a compressor. Jump starter because you cannot push start a DCT bike or anything like that, and I don't think anyone else is going to have jumper leads or anything, so I'll have that. It's pretty lightweight anyway. I've got my little tool bag here with just a small socket set, some Allen keys, random sized spanners that I need, and just some other random stuff, zip ties in random sizes. What else have we got? Basic first aid kit and the silencer for the Termi, so if anyone wants to have a whinge at my bike's too loud when they're following me, I'll stick that in. I've also got RHK tyre levers. I'll get the other one out, I think it's a bit better. It has the tyre lever, plus on the end I've got the adapters as well for the wheel nuts. So instead of having random large sockets or spanners, I can just slide the adapter I've got in the bottom of the bag into here, and I can undo the wheel nuts if needed. So I've got the right size to do the front and rear. So a bit of stuff. I don't really have anything on this side yet. Oh yeah, some of the patches, just a spare bottle of water just in case. And I think I've got a spare phone charger cable. So I've still got the wireless charger up the top. It's been working well. I haven't had any issues with the phone starting to vibrate out or anything. Still got the spare outlet there, which I can use to charge this GoPro remote, or I can use it to charge this GoPro if I need to. So yeah, let's show you inside this SW Motec bags. There's no zips on it, which is, at first I was a bit skeptical, but it's actually really good. So the top unravels, and then the velcros out. Now there's normally another bag that sits inside here which is waterproof, but I've got them inside because I'm packing stuff into them. It's got this plastic lining. It's like a big curve, so it holds the bag shape. So I should be able to fit everything for me in there. If you're doing 2-up riding, didn't have to carry many spares, you weren't going off road or anything, you'd probably be able to fit each person's gear in one bag, so you can do 2-up on it pretty easily. I've got the plate over the rear seat, so probably still pillion on this bike with the bags on pretty easily. So yeah, but they'll be coming off end of day one and back on the Monday to ride back home. Should be good. Bit of detail on the ride. It's 11 bikes are going, including me, so there's going to be 10 other bikes. They're all mainly going to be smaller bikes. I think there's 4 DR650s, 660 10RA, DRZ 400. The only other large bike that I know of is going to be a KTM 990. So I think the Africa Twin is going to be the biggest bike there, which could be a bit of a disadvantage because you're going to be riding through national parks. So depending how bad that is, the weight of this bike might be against me. So should be good. Spending 3 nights at a pub hotel. That should be a lot of fun. Hope to get a ton of footage as well. I've got cameras everywhere. I've got spare SD cards. I've got spare batteries. I've got spare chargers. Really don't want to miss this opportunity to get a heap of footage. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've done so far. Probably won't do another video until I start going through all the footage that I get, unless I can upload a sneaky video when we get to where we're staying. So stay tuned. Thank you.